Hey folks, how you doing? Oh, it's a bit cold up here. I'm in the Torridon Hills. I've been in the Torridon Hills for a couple of days now. Just doing a bit of walking. I haven't done very much filming, although I did a wee bit last night and I've done a wee bit this morning, but this is the first bit of dialogue, first time I've chatted to you. I've got a lovely wee camp set up in the rocks here. I'm going to come forward a wee bit. It's a bit windy, I hope you can hear me. I've got my new muffler on the GoPro. I've got to get down the road fairly sharp tomorrow because I'm heading off to China soon. So I brought my night searcher torch with me so that I can break camp early in the morning and get away before dawn. But I've got most of my walking done. I've scooted round the route that I was planning a bit faster than I expected, and the weather's changing. So I'm a wee bit uncertain about what to do. I think I've got that camera set up with the sun right in the lens. You probably can't see anything. I'm going to come and change it. Moved that camera around. I think the sun was in the lens. So I was saying, I've got my night searcher torch so I can get away early in the morning. I don't have to wait until daybreak. But it is 1:30 in the afternoon. I was up at the crack of dawn and away sharp, so I do have a book with me, but I don't really fancy sitting here all afternoon just reading. So I think what I might do, I'll have a bit of lunch, we'll see what the weather's doing, but I think likely as not I'm going to pack up and I'm going to take a longer route back to my van, which involves going that way, and I should get back to my van probably around dinner time. I think I should make it before dark, but if I don't, I'm not worried because I've got my big night searcher with me, so it's relatively easy to move around in this countryside with a decent torch. And actually there is a track, although this terrain looks completely trackless. That's one of the great things about Torridon. There's a good network of stalkers tracks, and if you've got a map or if you know where they are, if you can search them out, it makes for fast walking. And that's how my trek today took a lot less time than I had anticipated. So I've got a sandwich here. I'm going to eat that and you see what time it is when I'm finished, have a look at the weather, and then I think as likely as not I'm going to break camp and I'm going to head back down and either camp on the shores of Loch Maree tonight, or I might van camp. I might go for a night of comfort. It's also quite cold up here. Forecast snow today, so I haven't seen any yet, but it's looking pretty gloomy over the big hills. I was right about the weather. I think that's the cloud down now. There's patches of sunshine, but the weather's coming from the north and it's not looking bonny. I think the sunshine will disappear. Anyway, I've got my tent away, so I'm heading north. I've got a few kilometres and then I can pick up a track, and then from that track I'll be able to descend down through the pine woods heading towards Loch Maree. And then there's another track, if I can find it, that'll take me back in the general direction of my van. I might have to road walk the last wee bit, but I'm not sure about that. I've got a feeling that the track might deliver me all the way to my vehicle, so I still haven't had the sandwich yet. I saw some heavy rain coming and I thought I'm going to try and get the tent down before the rain comes, but I didn't make it. The tent's wet. So So I don't have a huge amount of time, but I need some food before I move, otherwise I won't be going anywhere. Well, not quickly anyway. I'm not going to make you suffer the indignation of looking at my sandwiches. They've been bouncing about in my rucksack for a couple of days. They're a bit squashed. Turn the camera off, I'll have a quick bite to eat. Well, I picked up the track. Actually, I picked up the track almost a kilometre back, but it was too cold to stop and turn the camera on. Absolutely freezing. That wind's coming straight out of the north today. Man, it was cold. That's a different view of Sleach, rising above Loch Maree. Loch Maree's down there, so actually I'm cracking on. Now that I've got the track, it'll be no bother. 2 hours and I'll be back down at the road, and it's only it's just the back of 3 o'clock, so I'm going to be down by tea time, dinner time. So I don't regret breaking camp. It would have been quite a lazy afternoon lying in the sleeping bag just with a book. I'm happier hiking. I did think about nipping up and bagging that corbett again, but I've been over it a couple of times, so. And when I saw the cloud coming down, I thought, nah, not today. So I'm going to crack on, get down this track, and what I'm really looking forward to is a nice cup of tea. A wee bit warmer down here, you lose a layer or two. I can hear the road now, not far now. Wasn't particularly high. I was about 600, maybe 650 meters above sea level, but man, it was cold up there. Surprisingly cold. I knew the wind was going to be coming out the north, but didn't expect it to be quite so bitter. Made good time today, so it gives me a bit of a dilemma actually. I'm not really sure what to do. Quite a long way from home, so we jump in the van and do a bit of driving and then find some place to van camp tonight. Decisions. I'll wait till I get down and see how I'm feeling. What do you think? Is it tempting fate? Take my Gore-Tex layer off. I can see a shower coming through the glen there. I think it'll be alright. Might be stopping in another 20 minutes and putting all this back on again. There we go. I'll just pop it on the top just in case. Although I won't need my thermal layer. Got the muffler on the GoPro again. It'll be interesting to see what the sound quality is like.